Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. We already covered clock gating in detail in our previous videos. I will share those video links in the description section, you can go through it. But in this particular video, I am going to discuss what is the correct way of doing clock gating in FPGAs. And now without wasting much time, let us get started. So friends, the challenge is what is the correct way of clock gating in FPGAs. So let us say this is your logic, how to do this clock gating, especially in the RTL. Friends, if I want to do the clock gating in FPGAs, there is a ready-made hardcore block that is called BUFGCE clock buffer. Is used for clock gating. This is the input of it and this is the output and this is the enable signal. When enable is high, the input clock will be passed at the output of the buffer. If it is 0, the output will be always 0. But now the question arises how to instantiate this BUFGCE in the RTL design. Friends, this is the instantiation template of BUFGCE, and here you need to write the instantiation name. I have written BUFGCE underscore instance. It has 3 signals as we already discussed. Output, I am connecting O underscore signal. CE, I am connecting C underscore signal. I am connecting to I underscore signal. I underscore signal is input clock. O underscore signal is output clock. And C underscore signal controls the gating. Friends, BUFGCE gives some advanced options to control this gating in a better way. Let us discuss those advanced options also. In advanced options, it gives us 4 types of parameters while instantiating this BUFGCE. These are the signals, we already discussed them. So these 4 parameters are extra. CE type, we need to mention here CE type, sync or async. If we pick sync option, then built-in synchronizer inside the BUFGCE will be used to synchronize CE signal. Then there are no chances to get glitches at the output clock. But if you pick async signal, then those built-in synchronizer will not be used, but the output will be immediately available. So there is chances that glitches can be there in the output. In a nutshell, you can say that if we pick async option, then this BUFGCE will just act like an AND gate. Now let us discuss the second parameter. Is CE inverted? Is CE inverted? By default, we keep it 0 only. That means when this will be 1, input will be passed to output. If we put this inverted 1, then this CE will be applied as an inverted. That means if it will be 0, then I will be passed to output. Third parameter is I inverted. So if you want to invert I also, then you can make this signal as high. Same device for simulations, you need to pick which FPGA device you are using. Are you using UltraScale Plus or Vertex or UltraScale or Vertex 7? So you need to pick that accordingly. Friends, this was all about clock gating inside the FPGA devices. I hope that this would be quite informative for all of you. If you also like this video session, please press the like button and you can share your feedback in the comment section as well. And in future also, we are going to create many such videos. So to be aligned with our channel, don't forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon to get the notification of all the upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching and your time.